Oh, so I've driven an hour and 20 minutes, and I left the house on a bright sunny day. So I thought, oh, I'll take a drive to the western part of the Brecon Beacons and do a trig point or two. That was my intention. But as I sort of got towards the valley between Pontrhydyfen and Seven Sisters, it started to mizzle drizzle, and I thought, oh, it's going to be not very good by the look of it. And then as I come up onto the mountain road, I'm up on top of a mountain. I'm on a place called Herbert's Quarry. Herbert's Quarry. And I've just hit this thick black blanket of fog, mist. So navigation in this would not be very good. My planned route is about 10 miles, so where I want to go is bleak moorland with not a lot of track. So at this moment in time, I'm thinking it might not be a good idea. And it's blowing a hoolie out there. I didn't expect it to be windy as well. But this is disappointing when you drive that sort of distance especially when you leave the house in sunshine. So I fail. This is a place that I've been quite a few times, and not the last time I came, but the time before it was like this. And I had a little wander around the quarry, which is what I might do anyway, rather than make my way up onto the mountain and take some pictures around the quarry. But at that particular time, I got back to the car and went to look for my phone, and I'd lost my phone in conditions like you're seeing now. So I had to wander back to the parts of the quarry that I'd been to. And the first place I went to was, I thought, oh, I just about found it. And as I was searching around, I put my foot down and I stepped on my phone. I cracked the corner of the screen. It was okay because there was a thing on there, but a safety thing. But yeah, it was stuck in a little gully, so it must have dropped out of my pocket, but I was so lucky. So anyway, I'm going to give this 10 minutes, check the weather, see what it's going to be like, and decide. I can't see me going for a walk in this though. So I've sat here for 15-20 minutes, and I thought it was easing off, so I decided to think I'd have a wander around the quarry, put my waterproofs on, and the wind's picked up. It's very cold. My puffer jacket is quite damp, even while I've just been under the shelter of the car. The rain is blowing this way. So I've got my waterproof jacket in the back. I think I'm possibly going to go for a wander around the quarries. If it lifts up a little bit, I might try and get to the nearest trig point, which is less than a mile away. But in these conditions, navigation is, because there are no real paths around you, so it's sort of you need your wits about you to get there. We'll see. Probably won't be able to hear me because it's quite windy. Do I go that way, or do I go this way? This is away from the trig point, towards the quarry. So I should have gone across there. I took the wrong path by the look of it. Oh, into the wind now. So, I don't know whether you can hear me this way best or the other way. I decided to go and look for the trig point. I had to take my glasses off because this mizzle drizzle is just fogging me up. I can't see anything. But I found a path that is leading up there. It's leading up there, so I'm hoping that this is the path that leads to the trig point. Left or right? I got a feeling right. That feels higher. So I'm gonna take a right. There is some sort of path here, so let me wipe that. The rain though is driving now. It's windy, driving that drizzle mizzle stuff. Oh, excuse me. But it's not clearing. So that wasn't the trig point. It's getting worse. Oops, slippery rocks. I'm still heading upwards, so on a slight incline. It's time to check my phone again, I think. That's it. I have been here, I think, once before, but I've got to say now, over 25 years ago, so I don't remember it. I wasn't bringing a camera then to record it. Can't find the records at home, but oh gosh. This, if the wind was died down a bit, it wouldn't be so bad. But there we go. Let's tap the trig point. Oh, there we go. It's not very far, but in these conditions, it's not very good. I'm gonna cut down by here, out of the wind for a minute, and I'll bring you back now. I don't know whether it is actually brightening up, because it looks quite bright in the sky, and I don't know whether I'm imagining I can see a little bit of blue sky or not. It might be the fact that I'm sheltered out of the wind and rain that's making me feel optimistic that it might clear up. So I'm soaked through, well, not soaked through because I got my waterproof trousers and jacket on, but I'm probably damp because it was cold and I put my puffer jacket on underneath the so I'm probably sweating like I'm in a sauna. So anyway, as I said, I have found the trig point. I won't be taking any photographs. This is purely tap the trig and get back to the car, I think so anyway. I might stand up and take a phone with the take a picture with the GoPro actually, if I think about it. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? It's really quiet by here now, out of the wind. Fabulous. But once I stand up, it's really windy and blowing. Yeah, I can feel it as soon as I put my hand up there. It's very rocky up here. Very, very rocky. I have to say I don't remember it, but I've been to many cairns that look a little bit like this with rocky outcrops around them, so I suppose they all start to look like one another when they're like this. I don't remember it though, so I might not have done it, I don't know, but if I haven't, I've done it now. I did want to go to a second trig point about 4 miles beyond, and I know that I've definitely been there, done that. I've done it from a different angle, but I thought it would be nice on a nice day to make my way over the Black Mountain and get to the edge of the Carmarthen Fans. Anyway, just recording a bit to video to let me know that I've touched the trig. Catch you later. A quick check of where I am. I don't know if this is against the wind or able to hear this, but I thought I was walking back to the car, and I'm literally walking over to another summit which is beyond me, called Foilfraith. So I started to walk back on the path that I was walking, and then this must have turned right, so I'm going to walk to it anyway and then pick up what I think is the Beacons Way a little bit further on. So I'm off track at the moment. So that's the summit of Foilfraith. I'm now going to walk on and then hopefully pick a path that goes back this way. I could actually go down the side of the mountain, but I think I'll keep on the path, and then there should be a better path that comes back, hopefully through the quarry, if not back to the bottom car park where I've been before. So let's see, carry on walking. So I followed a path, and I'll just take you to the edge, which I thought was leading me down to a main path. I think there is a path below me, but it's probably about, no it's not, it's right down there, the valley is right down there. So I'm on a rather steep incline. If I go back that way, there looks to be a path going down and into a valley that I think I should be back up there. I am actually lost. So, do I go down into the valley? That's a long way down. Down there. So, stood on the edge for a while. I thought that there was a path at the top there, but I've had to climb back up the mountain, so I decided to scramble down into this valley, and I'm hoping that a little bit further down there is a path, because there's green markers, green ticks on the OS map which indicates a path. I've not seen any sign of a path as yet. There's some old sort of quarry building to my right, which I just showed you on the video. This dips down into a little, it sounds like a river now. Well, it's certainly not a path. I don't think so anyway. No, that's not a path. I think my best option is to carry on going over this way. It really is disorientating in the fog. So I've just climbed down from that hill there, down into the valley below me. Doesn't look very steep on the camera, but it is. I can honestly say that I am really lost. I've been wandering around following a green line, and one minute I'm walking towards my car, the next minute I'm walking away from it, so I really don't know. My latest theory is to follow this hill here around. There's a sort of sheep track going around, and then hope that I can see the road, because I wasn't too far from the road earlier on, and then all of a sudden I seem to be away from the road again. Dave Morgan, you need to give me a map reading thing. I got my map in the in my bag, but to be honest with you, I'm totally lost. I found my way back to the car eventually. That is probably the worst day on the hill I've ever had, I reckon. I don't know what's happening with my phone, but I was following a track and then it just seemed to be going in a different direction. Then Deb rang me and tried to give me assistance, and as soon as she rang me, my phone died. It went down to like 0%. That's happened once before when I've been out on the hill. It's literally died, and it's after a phone call. So whether or not it's when somebody rings you on WhatsApp it kills your phone, I don't know. But right, I'm gonna have 5 minutes, change, have a cup of tea. The weather hasn't changed, it's absolutely minging. There's not another car in the car park. I think my jacket's wetted out. It's that bad. So, oh yeah, absolutely soaking. I reckon I must have, well, the OS mapping won't be working now because my phone died. I've actually got a power bank in my bag and I put the power bank on with the phone on charge, but I'm gonna have to think of something else to do with that. Possibly put another SIM card into my second phone, my P20. So I'm up to 23% straight away. So I might just ring Deb and tell her that I'm back at the car, not to worry, and I'll get home when I can. Anyway, if you've seen a video, that's amazing. Over and out. On to the next trig point, I say.